Thank you, family. I greet you all in Jesus' mighty name. I thank God for the salvation of my soul. Family, I want to share something. It was in form of a vision, a dream. We are somewhere, and I was with some military personnel. We were discussing some issues, and it was like we had settled everything, and I was let to go. So, but uh, before leaving, there's a young security personnel. He saw me. Um, he saw me and was like, "Let me see that belt." He saw it was a military belt. I'm a green. Was like, "You're not supposed to wear that belt." He looked at his friend. Was like, "Let me show him." I was like, "Okay." So now what next? I was like, we had some misunderstandings. I didn't want to give him the belt, and was like, I'm taking the belt by force because you're not supposed to wear such things, t-shirts, capes, shoes, etc. And this belt it's like those belts that we used to wear in Iraq, but most cases we are wearing black belts, army belts, but they were black, but this one was army green. So I was like, let me come and share this. And this personnel, the one I saw, is somehow young. In most cases, he moves with our OC in Kisugu. In most cases, they move together. When his OC has some assignments to make or some operations to make, he always moves with this young man. So this doesn't mean that this young man does such things, no. But again, I remembered God told me to come and share about some people who use their place of work to cheat, to steal what's not theirs. But in this case, this personnel was right because we are not supposed to wear military things. Even if those shoes of Iraq, so those military things, when you're here, you're not in Iraq. Those stop when you're in Iraq. So when you're here, something different. They can arrest you. Whether you're on vacation, if you're on vacation, it's again the same thing. Those things are supposed to be war in Iraq. So, and some people do that. Even when I was young, I used to wear such things, capes. But now I cannot. Why? Why? If you want, go and join the army and start wearing them. And also, there's something I want to pass on. There's some security persons I see, security, and also even the police. I saw even an army man who was wearing open shoes, moving in the combat. Then I saw another security personnel, he was having a gun, and in sandals, in open shoes, it was like a layer. I was like, no, what is this? You look at him, you're like, no, who is this? He's not showing any sign of professionalism. Plus, where I used to work, you cannot do such a thing. No, you cannot. So also in our nations, such things should stop in our country. No. So I want to share, like you see teachers, they take government things to their homes, or they have side shops. You see doctors, they do this. At the police, actually in the morning when I woke up, I found Deputy IGG was with Semakula Jagan on Dream TV. He was talking about the same thing. The same thing I dreamt of that night, it was the same thing I was talking about in the morning. So I was like, okay, God, yes, you've given me a go ahead. The police bond is for free, but we know many times you pay for this police bond. So even church ministers, you find something, maybe somebody has left a phone in the church, you decide to take it, or anything. Well, that is wrong. Don't do such things. That's evil. So I said, let me come and share something about theft. By the way, whether it is something of a low cost or a high cost, it's all the same. Whether you have stolen something of, let me say, 5,000 shillings, whether a million, theft is theft. Whether 100, even if you steal 100, that is theft. So better leave it. So let me give you some scriptures. Go and read Exodus. Let me read for you Exodus chapter 21 verse 16. Whoever steals a man and sells him, and anyone found in possession of him, shall be put to death. So that's it. And also, family, remember this also. When something is stolen and you keep it, the truth is you're also a thief. Or when you buy something that is stolen, that's why when you buy something you get a receipt. When you're arrested, you present a receipt. So avoid buying things you don't know. Don't do such things. In this world, please be wise. Yes, you might buy something, they give you a receipt, but when it was stolen, present a receipt, they got that person who gave you a receipt will be arrested. You also tell where he bought it or where he purchased it. So another thing is, I'm read for you, Exodus chapter 20 verse 15, you shall not steal. This is a commandment. So other scriptures you go and read Leviticus chapter 6 verse 15, Leviticus chapter 6 verse 1 to 5, Proverbs chapter 6 verse 30 to 31, Exodus chapter 22 verse 3 to 4, Exodus chapter 21 verse 24, Exodus chapter 22 verse 1 to 2, Zechariah chapter 5 verse 4. So that's all I wanted to share. And remember also in church, sometimes we go to church and clean, we clean, we mop, we do what, So there's, I saw, it was like in our church, I saw it was like a headset. When I was cleaning and I was like, I touched it, I was like, oh, I tested whether it is working. I was like, let me see this headphone, maybe somebody left it there. I was like, okay, somebody will come and get it. So I said, no need even of testing it. So because it's not mine, I just had to clean, then I put it back. So if you have that out of stealing, you're like, oh, this headset has stayed here for a long time, let me keep it. That is stealing. I found it where we have the drums, and so it was there, a black headset. Good. So I just said, okay, maybe somebody left it there. I cleaned, then I put it back. It has been there since May. I think the lockdown has been there. So if you're like, you don't know who you are, you end up stealing it. So family, please, together we can spread the word of God. Whether in any language you understand, English, Luganda, Swahili, French, any language you understand. So that's it, family. If you have not yet accepted Jesus Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, please, the earlier the better. Don't wait for last moments. Don't say so and so. No, please. That's so and so, and you are another person. People die in accidents unknowingly. So please, together we can. God bless you. Shalom.